What's up guys, Brandon Barton here, Hobie fishing team member from Pensacola, Florida. As you can tell by my thumbnail, the Hobie MirageDrive 360 was released today, and I know I put, is this a game changer? A lot of people hate saying that, but think about what this kayak can do. It really is a game changer. It allows you to control your kayak unlike any other kayak on the market. You can control the front of your kayak. You can do a 180, a 360 without having to move forward. You're just able to turn immediately, which helps you correct your path, your direction. So doing that while fishing is a huge advantage, especially when you're fishing around docks, shallow bridges with current and wind, even bass fishing. You know, sometimes you have to make that perfect cast in the exact direction and retrieve it the exact way for it to get a bass to strike. And being able to control your kayak that much more, to be able to do them perfect cast, is a game changer. It is. I mean, one of the things that I really noticed fishing on this kayak was I really didn't use the rudder when I was actually fishing. I was controlling it with the drive while fishing because I was able to correct my front of my kayak, correct all my direction immediately, which means you get to make those perfect, comfortable casts every time. Sometimes in a kayak we're fishing in the wind and we have to cast over our shoulder. You know, we're not able to do that perfect motion cast. And it hurts us. It makes us not as accurate, not able to cast as far. Sometimes when you make them cast and a fish bites, you're not able to get in the right position to set the hook properly. So being able to control your kayak with the 360 drive and make them perfect casts in the perfect position is going to allow you to put more fish in your boat, period. It really is a game changer in my opinion. I was actually able to fish out of this kayak for 3 days straight, 2 days inshore and 1 day offshore. The first 2 days we fished grass flats and around docks. I was able to work a bank, even in the wind, the perfect angle to make that perfect cast parallel to the bank, which allowed me to stay, you know, work my lure in that strike zone as long as possible. Another really cool feature of the MirageDrive 360 is to spin the drive underneath in whatever direction, 360 direction. The fins don't have to be up and down anymore like they were on the 180 drive. The fins actually can be in a fluttered position, so if you're fluttering shallow, you can actually still twist the fins around. You can spin them around underneath the kayak because the fins sit down a little bit lower. So that came very helpful when I was fishing shallow water grass flats and I was fluttering along. It really was amazing to be able to fish in that. And going from the 360 back to the regular 180 drive, every time I'm fishing, I'm thinking, man, I wish I had the 360 drive. I could have had a little better position here. Another thing that I noticed when we were fishing around docks, that's really a great place where the 360 drive shines. You know, you're fishing close to structure, and normally, you know, you'll bump into stuff because you're not able to turn until you get some momentum. So being able to turn immediately away from stuff is huge. I was actually able to fish off the front of the dock and then do a 90-degree turn right off the end and make, you know, a perfect parallel cast down the length of the dock. Another really cool feature of the 360 drive is now it's got kick-up fins. So what that means is no more bent shafts, no more bent mast on your drive. When you hit something, whether it be the ground, a dock, piling, a log, oysters, the fins actually kick back, and then as you get clear and you pedal again, when you start pedaling, they flip back into where they're supposed to be. So it's going to save a lot of bent mast. It's pretty amazing what they've come up with this drive. Now the Hobie Pro Angler and the Pro Angler 14 and the Pro Angler 12 are the only kayaks that come out with a 360 drive right now. I didn't really talk about price with about this kayak. I know it's going to be more expensive than the regular 180 drive pro anglers, but me, I'm a hardcore fisherman. I would do whatever it takes to make sure I had the best possible experience on the water. And being able to control your kayak that much more, I'm gonna pay more to be able to do that. Anybody would who is a hardcore fisherman, tournament angler. Being able to control the front of your kayak and turn immediately, it's nothing like that. You're just gonna be able to fish more comfortable, better positions, better angles, all that stuff. I'm excited for everybody to get out on this kayak and check it out. It takes a little bit getting used to, because we're not used to controlling the drive and turning the front of kayaks. We're always turning from the rear. But like I said, being able to turn the front of the kayak immediately and turn and spin around. I have some clips I'm going to show of me launching off the beach, and it was a beautiful sunrise. The water was flat. As soon as I launched, you can see me do a complete 360 without moving forward at all. And I was just so amazed by this. It was by far one of the coolest fishing things I've ever been able to experience, being in a kayak that you're able to control this much more. And they got power poles that go on the back of the kayaks, and that help a lot. But a power pole only does so much. Sometimes you want to fish into the wind, and if you got your power pole anchored down, the wind will actually spin you around. So now you're able to anchor down, turn your drive a certain way, and keep your kayak in the wind and fish upwind, because a lot of times we like to fish cast upwind, let the bait come back in the wind like it would naturally do. But it was always really hard to do that with just a power pole anchoring you down. Now you're able to do that with this MirageDrive 360. So it really will change how we fish. And like I said, I'm very excited for everybody to get out and test this kayak. Check it out at iCast today. Check me out. Subscribe to my channel, Emerald Coast Kayak Fishing. Peace.